Hi, and welcome to the Systems and Schedules module. This is Lesson 1, What are systems and how can they help you? Systems are a set of steps that guide the user through completing a task. In fact, if your content was the meat of your business, systems and schedules are the bones. They are what hold your business together so it doesn't fall apart. Let's go ahead and dive into today's lesson. Today we will be exploring what is a system, how can a system help you, and what systems should you have? As a TPT teacher-author, there are a lot of systems you can create to help run your business in a more organized and efficient way. Before we get started, let's look over the brilliant teacher-author blueprint. You have already defined your niche, defined your brand, and defined your identity. Today it's time to develop some brilliant systems to help run your business smoothly. So what is a system? A system is a set of processes, tools, strategies, and even people that work together to solve a problem or achieve a goal. You may also hear a system called an SOP, or Standard Operating System. A system describes the steps needed to complete a task according to the business. Here's an example of a system for writing an Instagram post. Define the topic. I like to have weekly topics that all my posts focus on. This just helps me stay organized and so that I can run smoothly from week to week when creating posts. Create the image in Canva, write the copy, find and gather hashtags, and schedule a post. As you can see, this system is very straight and to the point. It's simple and it's easy to follow, and that's how systems should be. Otherwise, you're going to need a system for all of your systems. So you need to make sure that they're easy to follow and they're very clear, and take out any fluff so that you can get straight to the necessary task that needs to be completed. Here's some brilliant bit of info. Systems run the business and people run the systems. How can a system help you? Well, when you don't have systems in your business, you don't own the business, you are the business. You're trying to complete all the tasks and you're jumping from one task to another and you're not really feeling like you're accomplishing much. Systems help you to not reinvent the wheel. They promote consistency. So if you have a system for your covers, all your covers are going to look similar and go with your brand because you have a system put in place on how to create those covers. Systems help you pass off tasks. You can easily give a task to a VA and they'll know what to do because they'll have the system in place. And if that VA doesn't work out, you hand it to another VA. And that way you don't have to take all the responsibility on you for your business, and you can get help so that you can achieve your goals and get there quicker instead of trying to do everything on your own. Systems also help you use your time more efficiently because you know what you need to complete to get from point A to point B. Systems help you know what to do and stay on task, and they help you identify a problem or problems, because sometimes as you're working through a system or through a task, you'll see that there's a hole in that system or something that needs to be fixed. So you're able to work through that and figure out the problem in your system or your business. When creating a system, remember these 3 easy rules. Who is going to do it? How are they going to do it? And when are they going to do it? These are the rules you should keep in mind when you're creating and writing your systems. As you create your systems, I also want you to document the procedure and how to do it. Write down all the steps, create a checklist, create videos as needed. So when you're thinking through the systems you need in your business, I want you to go through each system yourself, write down every step that's needed, and then it's also helpful to create a video to show how those systems work. Having all your systems in one place is very beneficial when you're hiring virtual assistants and team members. This way you can give them your systems and say, hey, I want you to read through how these systems work and then come to me with any additional questions. This way you don't have to reinvent the wheel and reteach every single step to every single new team member or virtual assistant you hire. This way, they read through the systems and they come to you if there are any additional questions. Now, I've created what I call a systems playbook for my Teresa Kwant business, and I want to show that to you today because I've created a template for you to create a playbook for your business that includes all the systems necessary for your business. So you're going to have a template ready so you can create this playbook, and you'll also have mine as a guide to read through as samples and examples and to take the text, if needed, from my playbook and use it in yours. So here's what mine looks like. This is the Teresa Kwant Systems Playbook. I start with a quick little welcome page, and then I include my brand style guide. The brand style guide has my mission statement, my logos, my colors, my fonts, and how to use my logos, colors, and fonts when creating resources, covers, or images for the brand. Now for each system, I have a cover page, so we know this is system 1, product creation. Then I have what's called a quick little cheat sheet. I like this cheat sheet because it takes all the information and makes it very quick and easy on how to accomplish this task. So when you're doing this system, here's the quick checklist on product creation. You need PowerPoint, because for my business, all products are created in PowerPoint. You have to generate ideas. You need to do research on the topic, plan it out, gather clip art and fonts, and then create your product. Then I give them a few quick little things to remember. And then I go more in detail on how to do this system. So I like the cheat sheet because once they get the system down, this is a quick checklist for them to go through every time they create a product or every time they create a cover, whatever the system is. So once they get that system down, they just have to refer back to the checklist and cheat sheet to quickly make sure they did everything correctly. But then I go into more detail of how to do each of these steps on the checklist. Now, when creating resources, we're going to have printable resources and digital resources. So I created steps on how to do each of those within the system. Then I give examples of what it's going to look like. And I explain, look, these are the fonts I used, and I used the same fonts through the product to make it consistent. I use my space appropriately, and I have the copyright in the bottom left-hand corner, and I explain exactly how I want the products to look. Then I go into detail and say, for all of my products, I want both a color and a black and white option. Then I give digital resource examples on how I created it in PowerPoint, saved them as PNGs, and put them into the background on either the PowerPoint again or the Google Slides, depending on where the digital product is being created. I give more examples of how I want it to be very colorful. And then I included the mind map because at the beginning I said they needed to generate ideas when they're making products. So I went ahead and gave them a page so that they can brainstorm that idea generation. Or maybe that's me. Maybe this system is for me. So as I'm going through product creation, I'm not lost in my steps, and I have a system that this is what I do every time I create a product. Then I have system 2, cover creation. Same thing. I'm going to make all my systems very consistent and in the same format so that people know what they're reading and what they're doing. So here's the cheat sheet with the quick checklist. You need PowerPoint. Again, my covers are all created in PowerPoint. Maybe yours are created in Canva. Whatever the case, put down where they're created. I say I want to make it square, use my brand colors, use brand fonts, use a real photo. These are all important steps for me when creating a cover. Use minimal writing, but make the writing large and easy to read. So that's for the title. I don't want a whole lot of fluff written on the cover, but I do want some writing on there and I want it easy to read. I have a few quick things to remember, like put my logo on the cover. And then I go into more detail on how to do those steps, especially if this is the first time someone's creating a cover. Once you get that cover system down, then you just have to refer back to the cheat sheet and do the checklist. Then, like my product creation, I have examples of how I want my covers to look. So these are covers that are all within the same product line. You can tell they're in the same product line, but you can tell each product is different. And you can also tell that these go with my brand and with my store because I keep the brand colors and the brand fonts consistent. Then I go ahead and give more examples of covers that you can tell, yes, these are all different products, but they all stay within my brand and within the look that I'm going for when creating covers. Another system, I have preview creation. Again, have the cheat sheet, have the checklist that they can refer to once you get really good at creating that preview. Have more in detail depth of how the system works, and then give some samples and examples. I would also like to include videos with each one of these systems so that when I'm giving this to a virtual assistant, they know that they can refer to the video and the playbook to answer all their questions. And if after all of that, they still have questions, then they can email me. This way, we're not going through step by step every little thing, how to get it done, because it's all laid out here for them. And I have about 13 or 14 different systems in my systems playbook. You'll see that in the download and how it works. And then you can go ahead and add your own systems in the template. Maybe you want the same systems as me. Maybe you have different ones that I haven't included. But having a playbook is necessary in running a well-oiled machine business and having it run smoothly so that anyone can step into a role and complete it in your business. So what systems do you need to run a successful TPT business? I've listed here some systems that I think would be helpful. You might want to add to this list or take some of them away. But the goal today is for you to write down all the systems you need to put in place to make your business brilliant. So let's go over this list. You might want systems for product creation, cover creation, preview creation, listing products on TPT, posting pins, pin creation, Facebook post, Instagram post, product photography, product video, blog posts, giveaways, product launch, email marketing, scheduling like a content calendar, reel video, story video, podcasts, ads, live videos, Facebook group like managing the group, customer service, image creation, and other systems unique to your brand. So you're going to brainstorm all the systems you need. Then I want you to write down the steps needed to complete that system. And remember, you want to make it straight and to the point so anyone can step into your business and know exactly what to do. The more work you do up front, the easier it's going to be to run your business in the future and from now on. So go ahead and do the work now so that your business can run itself. What systems are you going to put in place today to help make your business brilliant?